did it. I'm inside. I'm in. I'm in.
Are you A, in Bowser in the third thing, B, under the lobby, or C, in Bowser in the fire sea?
Um, I'm in the Soy Dudes podcast episode number 468. What are we talking about today?
Speedruns!
Speedruns!
That's the topic. Don't wear it out.
Uh,
We like games. We like speedruns. We don't have anything interesting to say about them. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna give them a little spotlight.
I found out GDQ happened like literally yesterday, and so I watched a bit of it. I watched a task, and then I watched a Dark Souls run, and then I remembered all the stuff I know about speedrunning, and I just want to talk about it because it's fucking fascinating. It's like playing a whole different game. Uh, where should we start? Should we just start with like games that we've speedrun ourselves, or like stuff that we like to watch?
I'm sorry, I disassociated for a second there. GDQ is gay. I'll watch it anyway. Just
I
got my
mean,
4chan cred in there. Sub
it
V.
it's
It's stupid.
Shut up. I mean, it's like understandable why it's gotten so fucking squeaky clean over the years because of like all the sponsors that they get and all that.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking like reading out the Best Buy. Like, Best Buy is the best place to buy games from Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Pre-order Pokemon Sword and Shield to get $10 in credit.
Pre-order now, Banjo Kazooie on Switch. Oopsie,
Oh,
we didn't mean
actually,
to say that. Best Buy leaks. Best
Banjo
Buy leaks. Best Buy leaks.
Banjo actually needs to be ported somewhere because Xbox Live Arcade died, and that was the best way to play it. It took away the best note score system.
Oh wait, isn't the rare replay thing still a thing?
Oh, that's on Xbox One though, and the console is smelly. It's stinky. I went to buy it in the store, and I went pu.
There's like 5 different
And I
versions
didn't
of
buy it.
it, and it's supposed to be called one, and they don't call the other ones 2 or 3 or 4, and that's no good. That's just no good.
Is it like one radian?
I don't know. They add
Is
like
one
other
radian 360 degrees?
they add it's like Xbox One S plus and Xbox One S plus X 3X model 94 slash game mode 0.
But
Uh,
can it play Dust Force? Answer's no, because they didn't port it. They didn't port
no.
it right.
Aw.
The console ports just are bad. Okay,
Dust
we like
Force. Tell me about it.
speedruns. So speedrunning is when you play a game fast. And some games, they're good. They're good fast. They have high skill ceilings. We like speedruns because we like high skill ceilings. Because we like our coffee black.
There's something inherent, like something like so fascinating about, at least for me. I find speedruns fascinating because it's literally just you're playing a different game. It's you're essentially like taking all of the mechanics and all of the tools at your disposal, and you're going to make the game your bitch. Your
Yeah.
you the point of the game is to beat it and to have the experiences and blah blah blah, is to store the
Like,
muse. No, you need to
I
you need
mean,
to break that game. You need to take it you take it to the back of the shed. You know what to do. Tell it about the rabbits. Um,
I mean, I played the game like 10 times,
there's just
so
something
I
satisfying about
absorbed
like
it. I did my
cleanly
homework.
cleanly doing it, like precision getting through a thing, or depending on what category you're doing, or whatever, it's just like cleanly doing it to the best of your abilities, uh unlocking your third eye and having all your chakras aligned in order to get
I kind
that
of,
that sub hour time or whatever. It's
I kind
great.
of. So
the
fucking.
sub the sub.
Yeah, Steve doesn't edit the podcast anymore. Fucking. Uh, speedruns. God damn it. Speedruns relate to basic physics on a kinesthetic level, where the faster something moves, the harder you control it.
Oh yeah.
And so, what speedrun like is inherently difficult because you're moving. Oh, fucking whatever. Did you see
F-Zero. It's
oh,
too hard.
speedrun? Do you want to talk about watching or playing?
Um, let's do playing first because I just want to get that
Okay,
out of the way.
playing is better. Gabriel here. Apparently, he runs Mario 64 like 16 star. And I'm
No,
like,
no,
fucking 120 star, dude. Play that. Actually, play the game though.
okay, all right. I've like okay. Mario 64 was like one of the first games I ever owned, right? And it's like I didn't find out about how literally everyone destroyed Mario 64 until like probably like in like later middle school. Um, and when I found out about that, I thought it was really interesting, and I watched like oh, you know what? I think I first found out about like speedrunning in general was there was a YouTube channel called Versus, and it was with Attacking Toucans and Josh Jepson, and they would just all they would do is just they would race um, video games that they liked, like Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, like they would just do races with each other, and it was entertaining to watch. But they had it like we have to do to make the race even. We have to do it in this specific order, and there's like these checkpoints or whatever and all that.
What?
And like that was the thing. And then when they would do it again, it would just be like do whatever the hell you want. And it was just fun to watch.
Your checkpoints like it's a real race.
Yeah,
Cars?
like it's a real race and all that. It was really like neat to watch, and that's when I found out about like oh people like play games very fast, for for some reason. And then I found out about Mario 64. I looked up like Mario 64 speed runs, and like oh yeah, you can literally beat Mario 64 in like 2 minutes. Like yeah, whatever. It's no big deal. And like I found out about it. I found out about like I watched some guy's video. I don't even remember who just did a 16-star run. And it was just like, oh, you do this, you take the bunny, you ram it against the wall, and you clip through the door, and then you do clip through the door again, and then you exit out of the level, and then you go over here to this area, and blah blah blah. And I found out all about this, and it was like, that seems easy. That seems pretty easy. I don't know what's such a big deal about it. And then I tried to do it myself, and it took me like 2 or 3 hours to do. And I was like, wow, I'm utter garbage at this. I can't even do the Lakitu skip. I'm a baby.
Oh my god, Lakitu skip.
Lakitu skip. I still suck at it. All right, I still suck at it. It's horrible.
This is me doing Lakitu skip. Damn it!
That's basically it. So like just all these things are so simple to do, but like the whole like BLJ is like kind of hard to do, but like really easy to like get used to, and all that stuff, and all the things are like easily executable. You can do them yourself. But the real boys start shining when you start to execute all of those things as efficiently as possible. And then I was like so fascinated. I watched like so many. I got into Simple Flips, because he would just do ROM hacks and Mario 64 speedruns, and the timer that he has is like now just a meme because he just has the timer on his streams like all the time.
Oh, that's a meme.
Yeah, the whole timer thing is a meme that he has now.
I did understand that it was kind of just a fun thing to have there.
Yeah, it's like a fun thing to have there, and it's like kind of a meme how he just has the timer there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I would do absolutely atrocious at this, and then I watch it more, and then like, oh, I kind of want to be better at this. So then I start whittling my time down more and more and more, and the best I've ever done is like half an hour on like after like 5 hours of trying my best.
It's pretty good.
which is pretty
That's
good. I think the record is like 20. Well, actually, let me. I don't want to be an idiot. Speedrun.com / Low Soy Dudes. Can you speedrun Low Soy Dudes? Find out now.
Are you slow or?
I'm internet. I would appreciate it
It's
if you
world record's
would.
1504. In 16 starts 1504.
Wow. I wonder where the 37. Oh man, I could beat some of these records if I actually recorded something.
Yeah, I wish I was on the leaderboards of some of the games I played. I think I submitted my Freedom Planet run. I never got on the leaderboard probably because it was like, "Hey guys, I'm here to take my place as number 27
My
on the
place among
80%."
among the Hall of Champions. My name is Steeb. You may have heard of me.
The Hall of I love the way I speedrun games cuz I do it really mediocrely. So I call it a speed run. So it's like, Shovel Knight world record 30 minutes. I can do it in an hour. That's a speed run because it still feels good and it's exciting, but it's like I don't really want to go through. I don't want to go through the effort and learn all that shit. There's a and I think the reason for it is that if you practice, if you really get into it, you're like putting yourself at an inconvenient spot. So like, say you wanna practice like zipping in thermal base of Freedom Planet. Freedom Planet isn't really designed for you to practice clipping in it. So every time you practice that clip, you're gonna have to start the entire level over, and that's a bitch.
God, you just reminded me that like another thing that I love about speedruns, the stupid names you give to like all of the gimmick things.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
uh, it's just like oh yeah, this is a spookingy skip. Like the best part is if a speedrunner discovers it, they can name it whatever they want.
This is called the Siglemic. Um, I can't remember any of them. Can't remember a single fucking one because I
I
only
can't
know
think of
about four
any
games.
because I don't I'm not like listen. I love it. I like to like look up stuff just every once in a while, but I'm not an expert on the subject. I'm just very passionate about it because I like it. I like there's a very big dedication to it of just like I said, it's another game. It's a whole other game of like efficiency and like uh there's so like and you can anyone can do them. Literally anyone can do them. There's a bunch of categories that anyone can tackle. Um, you can do glitchless if you're a baby and you don't like
If you
cheating.
want to experience the game,
Yeah, if you want to experience the game. Which, by the way, I have such beef with people who are like, ugh, they use glitches. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
no,
Like
no, no glitch.
it's
I just
so
totally talked over you.
it's
Listen,
so.
glitches. Okay, glitch percent, like any percent, like all glitches allowed, like is a legitimate category, and I see the appeal of it, but it's a different game, and maybe I want to play the game. Maybe I want to play 120 stars so I can go through all the levels. See, even if you're doing a bunch of skips to skip all the levels to get to the stars quickly, that 100 coin mission is going to force you to go through the level like a fucking comb.
It's just like I don't like it when people like I don't like it when people like they disregard people's hard work because it's
Oh,
like
that's true. Yeah,
because
they
because
disregard like the Ocarina
glitch
of
runs are
Time, any
probably like the
percent.
most like intense like research like to do in order to do research. Glitch runs are like probably like the most like research and like dedicated in terms of like trying to find out how to break like you're physically looking into the game. You're looking into how these mechanics work. How can you exploit them? Are there like boundaries that you can break? Are like how are the models? How is the player affected by these things? Are there like actual components in the programming in which you can exploit yourself? Um, and people find these completely bizarre things that you can do. Uh, and it's like amazing at like the cool things that you can find, and it like actually teaches you things about game design and like actual like programming and stuff, and it's so cool. And then people try to do glitch runs and they show off these like cool things that you can do, and then it's just like, oh, this isn't legitimate. Oh, this is just whatever. That's not real. And then it's just
And
like they were like it's just I don't like the disregarding of it.
Any percent is often more performance intensive than other categories. They're probably, I mean, they're shorter, but they're like, sorry, what I meant to say was more precise.
Yeah, yeah.
Because do you see like the tower, the Ganon's castle tower chase skip is like you have to manipulate RNG on the rocks, damage boost into a corner, and then fall into a loading zone, all in like 3 hearts. And then you got a
I
fucking
know, right?
ISG on Ganon and kill him with a Deku stick with no heart.
That's right. Oh my god. And like speedruns like actually like exploit like glitches that are like well known. Just for funsies, and it's just like it's a fun old time.
So they're both good and they both require hard work.
Oh, and I'm not saying like glitch runs are superior. I'm just saying I don't want them to be disregarded. Like they're nothing because they're just as equivalent as any other category or any other like any percent, 100%, only getting to this certain checkpoint, or completing these certain objectives. Like they can have fun. I like how GDQ does the whole like the whole they do the financial incentive where like make the speedrunner do certain things like the everyone knows about the whole like the Super Metroid speedruns where they pay money to see who are you gonna save the animals or not. Do you remember about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they there's like little just little things you can do in there, and it's just I like that. I like video games.
I like video games.
um,
I just kind of let you go on your thing, and I'm like, I don't know what I was gonna fucking say because he's going on like a whole thesis.
I just like speedrun.
Uh,
I'm not even that good of a speedrun guy. I'm just like if I just kind of want to do it quickly and it looks cool. I guess I can do a BLJ sometimes, and it looks kind of cool. Um, and oh, I tried my hand at Sonic Unleashed speedrunning, and you know what I'm gonna talk about.
that's the sound. That's the sound I made when I heard you said that you tried to speedrun Sonic Unleashed.
I,
Just wanted that to be clear.
okay, so Sonic speedrunning is terrifying. 3D Sonic particularly because all it is just fly out of the boundaries and just hope to God that you land. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's just like,
fucking...
oh, I'm in space now. Okay, all right. Where's the ground? Where is up? It's terrifying.
There's a shortcut in Sonic Generations that like is that, but it's intentional. And
Oh
it
my
looks so
god.
dumb.
It gives me so much
There's a
anxiety.
Yeah, like near the beginning of Chemical Plant, Act 2, the 3D one, as in the good levels, the 3D levels, the good ones are the 3D ones in Sonic Unleashed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shortcut to the left where you jump off of a platform, boost into the fucking void, and hope you hit this tiny little air booster that's floating in the void. Video game voids are scary.
I think the first time I've ever encountered like a void was I was playing like Ratchet and Clank All for One on a summer afternoon, and then I had fallen off of a cliff, and I was like, oh, I'm about to die. Okay, cool. But I didn't stop falling. Um, I just kept falling, and then I just saw I fell through the world, and then I was just falling into a void, and I had my camera pointed up at the world, and the world was just slowly fading away. Um, bye bye life. I died soon after, but it was like really, it was a very like out
Soon
of
after.
body. It was a really out of body experience.
I think they have to actually like go out of their way to. Okay, there's two ways that they could do that. So if you're falling infinitely, that means you fell past the kill floor,
Mhm.
kill plane. So they either A, have a failsafe such that when you fall for a ridiculously long amount of time, the game just kills you, or there's another kill plane down there into the void
I'm
that,
thinking
like,
there's
if it
another kill
recognizes that you're
plane.
far enough away, it kills you. That's interesting to think about.
I'm thinking it was like a Minecraft. Like you break through the bedrock and you fall out of the void. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Minecraft speedrun. Wait, is
I
that a thing?
Yes, there's
Oh my
set
God,
seed
really?
and there's random seed.
Oh my God, really?
Let me look up random seed.
I need to know this. Is there actually Minecraft speedrun?
Yes, there are. There's set seed. Set seed is like 5 minutes. Random seed is like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Wow.
I don't want to know about Minecraft story mode. That's silly.
Any percent glitchless. Any percent. 12 minutes on a set seed. 12 minutes on a random seed. All achievements. Set seed an hour. Random seed 3 hours. All advancements. I like speedrunning platformers. I like platformers because they're the best game to speedrun.
Of course, also they're the best game ever to
They're
exist.
the best games,
Get
period. Best
die
genre.
video games. Platforms will always win.
I'm upset. I'm upset that platformers are no longer an oversaturated genre on Steam.
Yeah.
I'm upset that it like takes a while for you to find like for a new platform to come out that's like good, like Celeste.
Ooh. Oh, we should talk about the Celeste tasks. That was the first time. I think that was the first time I've ever actually watched the tasks. At least like fully with my eyes paying attention, because I for me at least I don't really care about task runs. I think you told me when we were watching it, because it was just like it's not a person, or at least like you're not invested in it because it's not a person.
It's not a performative aspect.
Yeah.
It is the sheer demonstration of research.
Yeah, and like that's like what a task run is like mainly. I think task runs are more so for the speedrunners than like someone to watch. It's
No, I
more so
think they're cool to watch.
for research. Yeah, they're cool to watch because finally flying through the final level and you have like a trail of strawberries, and that's just super cool as hell. Strawberry gang. Um, it's like more so for research instead of like, oh, let me see this cool thing that they can do, but or it is the thing, but the thing. Speedruns are
Man,
good.
why does Celeste pop your strawberries if you stand on the ground for a second? And then put an achievement in the game to stack a bunch of strawberries. You gotta fucking hop. You can't stay on the ground for longer than like a few frames. You just gotta hop for like the whole level. And for a human, that's a bitch. That's like hard, but not in the good way.
That
But
is
a
if you are
taster
a
is like, yeah, I can go
supercomputer.
through Summit and get every single one.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just flawlessly spike jump all of this. Yeah, no big deal. Ow, is this a speck of dust on my shoes? Oh, so let me just wipe that off. Oh man, no, this is just nothing.
So we keep looking up speedrun.com leaderboards. I did a Freedom Planet speedrun that was like 70 minutes, I want to say. I uploaded it to Steeb's, no commentary, no nothing. 30 FPS. And then I think I submitted it to speedrun.com. I think I did. And
You should submit it
I
again.
didn't end up on the leaderboard. And I thought, well, maybe they only put them on the leaderboard if they were first place before. And then I look and I see Lilac any percent from a guy called that one guy _NNN, and he's 37th place, and he got an hour 18 minutes 25 seconds 17 days ago. So why didn't they put my run in? I can beat Freedom Planet in under 70 minutes. I think my PB is like 68 minutes. I think. I'm not sure.
I think
So
we're gonna have to accept the truth.
I want to be number 30 on the Freedom Planet speedrun leaderboard.
I think we just have to accept the truth that speedrun.com, they're all hacks. They all
So,
don't
no,
know
it's
what
a
they're
click.
doing.
It's just a click.
Um,
If you're a stranger, you look like a cheater because I don't trust you.
there was, oh, you know what, actually, there was the one time I ever got intrigued with oh, I should like actually record stuff and like put it on there, was a Mighty Switch Force. The first one, Mighty Switch Force. I love that game to death. That was like one of the first hits I got on my 3DS. And the game actually like has an in-game timer in it for each of the stages. And so like that would be pretty easy to like keep count of all your stuff. And I like checked speedrun.com. There's like barely any runs submitted at all. And I like I could probably work to get the default world record.
Did you
At
do
least
it?
the last time I checked, there's like barely any submissions.
Did you do it? Which game?
Mighty Switch Force.
There are
I know.
no runs for any percent.
I don't have any ways to record my official Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, it's only on 3DS?
There's a couple of re-releases on like Wii U and other stuff.
Well, there you go.
And I think it's on Steam.
Is it called something different? It's fucking on Steam, then do it there.
Let me see. Mighty Switch Force.
You could have looked at the rules and said, "Hey, is emulator?"
Yeah, it's on Steam. Yeah, look at that.
Well,
I could totally do that.
There are no runs for any percent new game.
I should
I
do that.
might
I should do that. What am I talking about?
There might be a reason for that. There might be a reason for that. There might be like cutscenes or something. Because any percent new game plus has 3 runs.
Steve, let's become speedrunners and dominate the world. We're gonna become world record holders.
I don't want to practice fucking zips. I don't want to practice the hydro plant zip on Freedom Planet, dude. Because I have to restart the level and it'd get boring. I don't want to learn every detail of every like learning. Dragon Valley was like fun. It was also like really repetitive. And I kind of like stopped caring after like halfway through the level. And I can't get the bosses consistent because they're really precise.
Well, like the
thing
for me,
Snaky.
The thing for me, is like for Mighty Switch Force specifically. Mighty Switch Force is such a like easy game to speedrun because it has a set amount of levels. You can beat all of the levels in like a few minutes, like literally like 1 or 2 minutes. In fact, literally doing like 100% in the game and getting all the best scores. You can like you have to beat the game in like under a minute and like perfect, like you have to speed run the game. You have to speed run every single level in order to like get perfect on all the stages. And that was a very harrowing task for me.
I mean, you're just describing a good game to me.
Oh, it's such a good.
My favorite games are the ones you can beat in an hour.
Oh no! Oh yeah, you could like beat Mighty Switch Force in such a short time. Because it's like the levels are short and sweet. Music is bopping. The mechanic is literally just I click. It's what's it? It's the like you know those time blocks from Mario. When it's like the beat in Mario Galaxy, it goes like
the beat blocks.
Yeah, the beat blocks. It's like that, but you have a button to it. That's basically what Mighty Switch Force is. And then you also have a gun. And that's it. And then some cute babes that you gotta rescue, and you're a cute babe. It's full of cute babes. It's a way forward game, so it's full of cute babes.
Way forward?
They made Shantae.
Shantae? Oh, I don't like that one.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then I remember your
Anyway, I like speedrunning a game casually because it makes me feel good without requiring commitment.
Yeah, if I could find a game that I can like beat in an hour or like a pretty short time, then like that one's like a pretty good one for me. I don't really like speedrun that. I'm not a speedrunner guy, but I do like to play games pretty quick. I like skipping cutscenes because I don't care. Kingdom Hearts 2, God. I'm looking at you.
Can you imagine not being able to skip a cutscene in any game that came out after like 2016? It's
like I had played Spyro. I played Spyro the Reignited trilogy recently, and this was the first time I was playing it, right? And I was like, oh my god, I finally get to play Spyro 1, one of my favorite games ever. I don't care about the other ones; they're all full of bloated garbage, except for skateboarding. I just want to play a simple collectathon, and it's so good. And then I was like, I should take my time. It's the Reignited trilogy. I should really see how this compares to the first one, because I'm a real gamer girl. And then like I took like 5 minutes to just roll around the overworld, and then I was like, wow, this plays really well. This is like one of the best like platformers to control in a 3D space. Like, it feels really, really good. Hey, remember all those things that I said about how I was gonna take my time? Yeah, forget that. I'm gonna beat this game as quickly as possible. And so
Hop, 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 hop.
And so I went through the game really quickly, 100%ed it, and 100%ed it in like 5 hours, and then that was it. And then and after that, it was just like, damn, that was really good. I felt really nice about that. I enjoyed it. I had a great time, but I just did it really quickly because it felt nice to execute it really quickly. And also, I remembered all the level layouts from my times playing the first Spyro. And it was just fun. It was fun speedrunning.
It just feels so good when a piece of media, like ends, Dude, seriously? Like going through the end credits and going like, dude, you're done. Put the controller down. Have a drink.
You won.
You won.
The most satisfying sound to hear is thank you so much for playing my game.
For playing my game.
For playing my game.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, that's so good. And they try to recreate it and they just don't do it. Holy shit. Whoa. So I was just thinking about the fact that that I have Oracle of Seasons, like Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, like down like the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, could I speedrun that game just because I'm good at it? And it's just no. Top times are under 2 hours, and I've beaten like 4.
Oh.
So I guess there must be some zippy zaps, some fucking wrong warps in that game.
I'm thinking because I'm thinking Zelda because I feel like Zelda has a lot of sequence breaking. So I think I've told you this before, that like for me Zelda speedruns are like the least, like I kind of don't really care about them that much because they don't feel like it feels very limiting because they're pretty straightforward in what you can do.
Yeah, there's not really a way to gain momentum, and the movesets are pretty set except for the N64 ones.
Yeah, of course.
And like super swimming does not count on Wind Waker. Doesn't count, dude. It's basically a fucking wrong word.
Moon jump,
like ridiculous.
zoom.
Wind Waker. People are like, oh, dude, speedrunning Wind Waker. It's like, oh, great, dude. You want to speedrun the scripted introduction and the fucking like set dungeon order?
That's it, and then the game is
Wind
over.
Waker. Before Wind Waker HD, Wind Waker speedruns using the Tingle Tuner. Imagine being one person with a controller and a fucking Game Boy Advance SP in the other hand, just praying that your Game Boy Advance SP doesn't like randomly disconnect halfway through because the connection is like not strong physically. So you like jiggle it and it disconnects.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So speaking of the Game Boy, I had a great moment that I had in my life was I had a sleepover with a friend. I was talking about speedruns, and I was talking about I was just talking about speedruns and how cool they were, right? We were playing games on their Wii U, and I was like, yeah, speedruns are pretty cool. I recently at the time I had recently watched a speedrun on Paper Mario 64, and like RPGs, because we've mainly been talking about platformers and like momentum based games and games that don't require sitting there and numbers. RPGs are like a whole other level in terms of how you can play it. And like it's chance.
Paper,
it's chance. A lot of it is chance. And
Pokemon speedruns fucking like,
oh my god, Pokemon speedruns give me like hardcore anxiety. It's like it scares me.
You gotta grind for good IVs. You gotta grind for good encounters. You gotta grind for less encounters. You gotta grind for high damage rolls. Every single turn is a fucking dice roll.
It's
JRPGs
all RNG.
on paper would be like really good to speedrun because you're like, oh, I gotta beat this fight fast. And beating a fight fast tends to mean that you have to take more risks because you don't grind as much. And you play more risky strats. But I don't know. I think it's because of the overworld movement probably. That kind of kills half of it.
So
like Final Fantasy VII speedrun would be interesting, not to watch, but to just skip to the fights.
It was pretty good to watch. They did some funny exploits. Because Paper Mario 64, it's a 64 game, so it's so fun to break. 64 games are like the peak to break.
Breakable. So breakable.
and like you can like skip whole chapters if you want to.
You can skip the fucking Flower World chapter, be super underleveled.
Yeah. But it's like literally whatever. So I was talking about that, and one of my friends, offhandedly, I didn't care about it too much. They said speedrun. They said something along the lines of speedruns are dumb, RPGs are dumb, and I turned my head and I said, "Okay, boomer." And then I booted up the Wii U that we had in our room. I bought Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I fake speedrunned it for 7 hours. I speedran it for 7 hours. I did not sleep that entire night.
Mario and Luigi is like super broken.
I went into it. I went into it blind. I have like pretty good knowledge about it, but it was like I did not know how to speedrun it. I just did it, and it was just fun. It was a fun night where I was trying to beat it as fast as possible.
4 hours, so 7 is good.
Yeah, there's also not a lot of runs in speedrun.com, and I have this dream. I have this big dream. Okay, there's a function that no one ever talks about when they talk about Paper Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. So, did you know that you can play it 2-player?
Fucking what?
So the game has a function in which you can plug your Game Boy into the GameCube, and then you can play on the GameCube big screen or whatever. I think it's like you have to have another Game Boy, and like peripheral shenanigans.
What?
And so you can play Mario and Luigi with one person playing as Mario, and if this is in the battles, by the way, you can play as one person plays as Mario, and then one other person plays as Luigi. And so bros attacks are a whole different thing, where you have to work together and time your attacks perfectly, because you both have one button to use, and so if you want a big damage, you gotta do it correctly together. And
that's a really good self-imposed challenge. That should be like on Games Done Quick. Like that would be really fun.
No one ever talks about it.
So fun.
No one ever talks about
it. Because it's self-imposed. You have to impose upon yourself not to press your other player's button.
And my dream is I want to be the only person to ever speedrun that. I don't want to speedrun Mario and Luigi. I want to speedrun Mario and Luigi with my best friend.
2 players, technically 2 players on controller, but it's like. Do you call it pseudo co-op? No, you'd probably just call it co-op. Just call it Mario.
It's co-op. I'm gonna call it co-op. But like that dream is like such a big dream that I have. I want to do that so badly.
I do it with you, but we die on the final boss. I love bro attacks. Real talk. Mario and Luigi series fucking blows because bro attacks were only used in the first game.
So they get so creative. They get so creative in like the later games. Yeah. It's like
they were simultaneously creative and down to earth. And then every other game after that was like, oh, kick a shell.
Yeah.
Remember when you fucking remember when you squished Mario?
Yeah, you squished him and then you like bounce off.
And then you had to mash the button to do a spin hammer on the enemy, and every time you hit the button, it was a hit.
Oh yeah, Chopper Bros is so overpowered.
Yeah, but it's also the best attack, and I love it.
Oh, it's the best, hands down.
I love that you can do a practice thing that's slower and tells you when to do it, or you can do a challenge thing that costs.
I want more games to do that.
But
I want
faster without the prompts.
I'm so glad that Blue Omen exists. Like Blue Omen is
yeah.
I'm so glad that exists because I want more games that have the dual on surface mechanic of fighting.
But you're also actually there. There are hitboxes, yes.
Okay, all right, literally Dream RPG, Mario and Luigi combat with Chrono Trigger on the surface RPG fights. You don't transition into a battle thing. It's just you fight right then and there. That would be peak. That would be peak for me.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, all right. All right.
It's such an interesting concept. All right, I love it.
No, it's a good concept. It's just that you have to make your
I think Square
it's a
actually
really subtle thing in Chrono Trigger. Because when I think of Chrono Trigger, I don't think about that. I think about how the writing's boring and the art style's boring and the combat's boring.
But no, the combat's really great. I love the combat.
That makes it good.
The combat is like you don't transition into a battle, grid where like you're in a forest and then you have to fight some frogs. All you do is you're on the map,
You're
and then
there, and then you
you
fight
then
to
and
get
there
battle
you just
positions, and then you
instantly
do it. And like
transition
the
to a fight.
positioning like matters a lot. Yeah.
And then the text the Chrono Trigger has bros attacks. And you can have like different texts with each party member, and like you can like cross combine like whichever ones you want, and like in order to like make that situation viable.
Yeah.
And it's so neat. I get it. The like Chrono Trigger is kind of boring in like the writing
Dude, he does a
department.
spin slash. Oh, dude, he does a spin slash, but he sets him on fire.
Yeah. And then one of the
He
characters
does
has a
spin
really
slash, but
hard.
he heals you.
What? Wait. Actually, there's a one of the robot party member that you have. He has this thing where it's basically a screen nuke, but instead of that, you can combine it so it's just a heal nuke.
Does it heal enemies and you?
I think it just heals your party, but it's just really funny how the
Okay,
screen nuke combined with that is also the healing thing.
Yeah, that's fun. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
a really
fun.
good detail that you fight in the overworld, and that would actually reduce the amount of time spent like transitioning into and out of battle, which is what every JRPG needs. Pokemon. So like,
It's just
you mentioned Bloom in Operation. Bloom in Operation, like, it looks like it has a good art style. It looks fun. It looks really neat.
yeah,
Combat
it
looks
has the
good.
Mario and
I
Luigi
hope
combat.
the combat moves a little faster than the demo did, because Mario and Luigi combat's like fast.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so like I'm trying to think of the music. Oh no, it's just like bopping. Everyone's bouncing and just like
Yeah,
having a good
everyone's
time.
bouncing,
Everyone's
dude.
dancing.
I was dancing.
When you're about to choose the block, when you want to choose whether to run away, attack, or get your item, or do a bros attack, like Luigi like does a little dance. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Speedruns, right?
Oh.
So
Yeah, speedruns.
Let me tell you why Shovel Knight's the best game ever, and why it looks like a normie pick, but it's actually completely deserving of being on my 3x3 until the end of time.
Okay.
Shovel
Go
Knight is designed around speedrunners. Shovel Knight, okay, I'm always bitching, in Sonic games, I'm always bitching about slow-moving platforms they have to wait for.
Mm-hmm.
Shovel Knight has its levels designed on, I don't know, I don't remember if it's like global cycle. Some of the cycles are probably global, some of the cycles are probably room-based. Every moving platform is cycled such that if you're playing optimally, you don't have to wait for the platform cycle and you can just go. And Shovel Knight is designed such that you can skip almost every auto scroller in the game. And they're really, really risky, but really, really rewarding when you nail it. Fucking Plague Knight skipping the spiky area in
my boy. My heart flutters when I hear his name.
It's so hard, dude. But when you get it, you're like, yes, I got the damage boost. Yeah, and then you do it.
Whee!
And then, well, Shovel Knight, it's a lot easier because you just use the gear shift. But when you use Shovel Knight skipping like the lava auto scroller might not even be intentional actually, because you have to fucking like use the horizontal momentum from your phase locket to get past the beetles. Shovel Knight doesn't seem like it'd be a good speedrunner game because Shovel Knight doesn't have any momentum and he moves at a very set pace. But he has extremely high damage potential, so every enemy fight can potentially be done obscenely quickly. Fucking boss fights in Shovel Knight are fucking kino.
Oh yeah, you can just end them like so quickly if you like chain together pogo
seconds,
jumps
dude.
and like.
No, you don't chain pogo jumps. Pogo jumps are safe but slow. You have to.
That's what I always do.
Well,
I'm
you
a
can
little
combine.
baby.
You can combine the attack with the pogo. I think that's what they do. So
it's just really fun.
That's why Shovel Knight's the best game ever. Here's the thing about Shovel Knight: like cutscene skips are done in Shovel Knight better than any other game because if you press start during a cutscene, everyone shuts the fuck up and the fight starts. Like there's no transition, there's no animation. It just goes. It just does it in one frame. Bam. Fight start. Good. There you go. It's got a high skill ceiling. Shovel Knight, the world record is 30 minutes for both Shovel and Plaguey. I do in an hour.
Where's Spectre Knight?
It's pretty good. I think I'd be like 130th on the leaderboard because it's a really popular game.
What's the one for Spectre Knight?
Spectre, probably the same, to be honest.
I feel like it'd be faster.
Faster? Dude, Spectre Knight's hard, but it has a high skill ceiling. I love the fucking rail mail so much. And they were thinking about speedrunners when they did it. It's actually slower. It's actually... Oh, just kidding. Okay, so Plague Knight, world record is the slowest at 3807.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Let me try again. Shovel Knight is the slowest at 42 minutes 14 seconds. Plague Knight is 38:07. Spectre Knight's fastest at 37:51. Okay, I got
Hell yeah!
So there you go. Spectre fucking Rail Mail is so good because it's like
Spectre Gang, Spectre Gang, Spectre Gang.
fucking Rail Mail is such a well designed. Rail Mail is just like the BLJ in Mario 64 except intentional because like it doesn't break sections. Like it's not really useful to casual players. Like in this is kind of they're okay. You know what? They're actually not that similar. But I just thought this like 30 minutes ago, and I want to bring it up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
When Gabe was talking about Mario 64, like the BLJ doesn't break levels because it's really hard to find a place to use it in the levels. You just use it in like the castle.
Yeah, it's like it's slopes.
So it's just like a
and
fun
angles.
thing to have. It's just a fun thing to have. So like removing it's like unnecessary. So in Spectre Knight, the rail mail isn't really that useful for casual players, and you'll often bump into shit and die more often than anything. You'll often like try to glide through. You'll try to rail through an enemy, and try to hit it, and then take damage, and then feel stupid. But the fucking skill ceiling on that shit, oh man.
Surprisingly, the Spectre Knight speedruns are the only ones that I've watched about Shovel Knight. I've never watched the Shovel Knight speedrun. I've only watched the Spectre Knight one because that one's the one that I played the most. I probably put more hours into Spectre Knight than I have Plague Knight and Shovel Knight combined.
I mean, Spectre Knight's like a lot more. Well, I want to say a lot more polished. I also don't because Shovel Knight's like glitchless, like perfect game.
Spectre Knight's so cool
Spectre
though.
Knight has more like aesthetic polish. It's like a lot higher effort. Sort of higher effort. I don't know. It's just clear that they learned shit, and it's like it feels bigger. It feels more than Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is kind of hard to speedrun. Shovel Knight's kind of hard to speedrun because you have to manage your money really hard. And Spectre Knight, you kind of have to manage your money, but not really.
I guess.
No, you have to like break checkpoints and save up so that you can buy all your money. After the first two bosses.
I forgot that was a mechanic.
Yeah, dude.
What a genius!
And it's cool that
that's a great. What a genius idea to like. You get more money, but if you die, whoops.
It's especially applicable to Shovel Knight because of his rigid movement. So like if you die, it's always your fault, basically. And it's kind of easy to die, but like Plague Knight, it's kind of harder to die. Spectre Knight, it's pretty easy to die. Yeah. So Shovel Knight's great. I'm gonna talk about all the other games I speedrun now. Freedom Planet, best platformer. Second best platformer.
Why 120 stars? I want to ask that because for me, 16 stars is just like it's easy peasy. I can do that. I can do that with my hands behind my back, and it's just like it's a little quick sesh. I sometimes there's a game room at my campus, and they have an N64 there, and God bless that there is an N64 there because sometimes in between classes I'll just be like, hey, you know what? I want to play some Mario 64 and chill out for a little bit. So I'll do a little quick 16 speed run and be happy with it. I don't like doing 120s because 100 coin missions are annoying for me.
100? Okay, they're annoying for you.
Yeah.
100 coins are like the best missions in the game for some of the levels to some people. I like 120 star because you experience the whole game. 100 because 100% is really satisfying. It's a lot more. In Mario 64, 120 is a lot more satisfying than 70. I don't. Okay, I used to have a tradition where I would 120 star Mario 64 like on like January 1st of every year. Got kind of old because Rainbow Ride fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst stage ever, and that's why I don't want to do 120 stars.
Yeah, so that's why my 120 star runs are 5 hours and 35 minutes long.
Oh goodness.
But I like running the entire levels. I don't like following the path of any percent. 16 star rather. The MIPS clip is really uninteresting to me. Doesn't seem fun to do. Doesn't seem satisfying to
for me sometimes it gets really annoying because I'm like I'm in the door and I'm like all right buddy, come with me.
Right? Like can you speed run? It's like I would just do buddy, something get over stupid here. And skip.
You're literally right there. Come on, give me.
We do something that was like clearly never intended for this purpose. It's really janky and it's not.
And
it's not
yeah,
cool. But in
I don't
star,
I don't
you get the
momentum
by diving and long jumping and wall kicking out of long jumps, and you like you zigzag, you zip through the levels. It's kind of more of an. I mean, at my casual level, it's kind of an adaptive skill. It's just like more continuous, more interesting because you do more things. But I can do cannonless, I can do owlless in like a few tries.
Hell
So I
yeah,
did learn a few
owlless,
of the
man.
tricks.
It's easy peasy.
Yeah. Uh, Fucking 5.5 hours. Not a short
I
run,
might
but you
I
can do it
can't
in
I
one
can't do
session and get
I
better.
can't do Lakitu skip, but I can sure as hell get that owlless perfect every time.
I'd love to practice Lakitu skip, but I'd have to watch
It's
the intro cutscene every time.
it's just a
I
little
could
it's
save
just
state
a
in that
little
64
area.
game.
I don't I was like I did it like a few days ago. I was doing the Lakitu skip and like it was the one day where I was like I got like so excited
You
that
feel so
I
good when you get
I
it.
landed on it and then like I moved like an inch to the right and I got caught. And I was like I got way too excited and then I got caught and I was like
Ah,
dang it. I had myself perfectly aligned. I even changed my camera so I would like not be all janky with it. Um man. I don't I sometimes I don't even follow the set like the best 16-star route. I'll just literally grab whatever 16 stars I
you
need.
feel like? Oh, that's
Yeah, I
good.
just grab whatever I want.
That's good.
Like I'll just grab whatever one I want. I don't even go for the condor. I sometimes just go into the pyramid because I like to go into the pyramid. Um
Oh yeah.
yeah. I think I'll sometimes do like a couple of red coins in some areas. Whatever. It's just like I like the first like two segments, like the basement and then the first like hub in the main area of the castle are like probably my favorites to spend time in. And then like I feel less so to be more inclined to go to the stages at the on the third floor or like the third and second floor. Except for like the snowman place because I like the snowman place. It looks
I mean, yeah,
nice.
the harder levels, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the later stages are kind of like I feel less inclined to be here right now. Ah, cool shapes in space. All right, neat. There's a boat here. I don't know what this house is doing here, but I guess it's here.
Well, the problem with Rainbow Ride is that it has auto-scrolling platforms that you can't bypass a lot of them. You can bypass some of them, but not all.
Auto scroll is a sin. Please, game developers,
Yeah,
stop.
like
I
make
don't want
your
this anymore.
if you
Let me do
want
what I
your
want.
if you want your auto scroller, like fine, but just know that you're taking control away from the player for the sake of a set piece that you think is more interesting than the player's move set. But just let us skip it, man. Let there
Just
be
let me just get out of
like a
here.
harder route. I don't know.
I don't know. I just
I'm not a
remembered.
fan. I'm not fond of auto scrollers.
Auto
Let me talk
scrolling is in
about
Mario Maker 2. No.
fucking. Let me talk about
Like,
Dust Force.
oh
Dust Force.
yeah. Oh yeah. Dust Force. Dust Force. Yeah.
Obviously, Dust Force is the best game ever for platforming for speedruns because it records your replay automatically onto a server, records the fastest replays, records your fastest replay, and allows you to look at any replay on any skill level of the level shorter than 14 minutes.
More games need to do this. I love this.
Yeah. So my Dust Force, I've never like speedran Dust Force all the way because Giga Difficult's hard. So my full game is gonna be like 4 or 5 hours, which isn't great. The main game's like 40 minutes, I believe. Let me see. Dust Force is a pretty interesting all level speedrun because you are balancing between speed and risk in your strats. So in Dust Force, the leaderboards make you think, oh, if I just do the top 10 strat on every level, I'll win. But dude, can you consistently do the top 10 individual level strat for all levels? The answer is fucking no, dude. So you speedrunners, they get like 53 minutes, but like some of all ILs is probably shorter than that. My 16 red key, 40 minutes. I have a few individual levels in Dust Force that are I think they were top 10 once. Maybe they were top 15, top 20. They're probably more in the top 15, top 20 range right now on the easiest levels in the game, Dahlia and Atrium. And what that taught me about Dust Force was a weird thing where the time between your moves is really ambiguous. It's really hard to tell when your character is finished performing a heavy attack, a jump, or a dash, and when you are allowed to perform your next move. So I was actually losing like an entire second in a 10-second atrium IL because I was just waiting for my character to let me like dash out of a heavy attack when I could have like 10 frames ago. So
Movement
that's
in
the
Dust
skill
Force is like
ceiling.
so.
Dust Force has
Ooh.
momentum. It has moveset options. It has horizontal options. It has vertical options. The only thing that's wrong with Dust Force speedruns is the fact that ground boosting exists. And ground boosting is a really boring, tedious, high skill ceiling skill that is required for any long plane of flat land. Because it's just you jump high and then you do like a fucking frame perfect dash right as you land, and then you keep doing frame perfect dashes, and it's like, yeah, okay, thanks. Because slow boosting is a lot more lenient than ground boosting.
Mm-hmm.
Slow boosting like feels good because that slope is kind of like a spring in Sonic where you fucking hit it off and you're going pshoo, and it's like, oh my god, I'm going so fast. Dust Force, best platformer of all time. No cutscenes. Skip
Debatable, but I do
everything.
love it very
Quick
dearly.
restart. Horizontal options, vertical options, momentum options, gameplay depth, leaderboard system, understandable ranking system. I think that, yeah. In arcade, you had scores, um, and now we have time because time is a more understandable concept than a score. Once people figured out, oh, you can just bloat scores by having them in the millions from level 1, it's like, oh, you know what? But seconds, oh, I know how long a second is. What was the other game I speedrun? So I talked about Shovel Knight, talked about Play Vs. Tower, talked about Freedom Planet, talked about
Mm-hmm.
Dust. Oh shit, those are all my speed games. Shit. Um. Yeah. Play Dust
Yeah,
Force,
they're just
idiot.
fun. I guess the only games I've ever speedrun is Mario 64. I guess Spyro. What else? Accidentally speedrunned Mario and Luigi. Uh,
Accidentally.
yeah. I tried my hand at doing like the Dark Souls bell run. Uh,
Oh, from the yeah.
yeah. The like try to like just get to the bell and that's
You
it.
got
And I
like
guess
30. You
we can
got
start
like
talking
30,
about.
40 minutes, right?
Hmm?
What was your time?
I think it was like 30 minutes. And
Yeah,
like
that's
it
pretty
took me
good.
like an hour because I hadn't played Dark Souls in like years. But it was just like I just had to get used to playing it again. Um,
Yeah.
I guess I can start talking about GDQ now because
Start talking about watching speedruns.
oh yeah, watching
Like
it.
the
All right.
American filth we are.
Okay, all right. I'll just talk about enhancing ourselves and bettering ourselves in the games that we enjoy. Instead, we can just watch someone else who's clearly better than us do it for us, and feel good about it. Uh, I literally just found out because you told me that JDQ was happening, and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
It's already over, dude.
Yeah, it's already over. But
So every time a GDQ happens, you look at the schedule and you look for the games you want to see speedrun.
mhm.
And let me tell you, didn't really get very many of those this year.
Yeah, let me look at that schedule again.
Let me tell you what I wanted to see out of GDQ. And you know what? I understand that my tastes are really niche, and GDQ is not Steeb. GDQ isn't for me. It's for like whoever cares.
But
I
what
want to
about Tony
see. I want
Hawk's
to see.
Underground 2?
I want to see Breath of the Wild, all Divine Beasts, because they had Breath of the Wild any percent in again. What else do I want to see? I don't remember. I always like seeing Freedom Planet. Freedom Planet hasn't been run with all characters yet. I think it's like mainly Lilac and maybe a Carol. Let's see. I have no fucking thing for that. But like,
They're actually this lineup is like pretty good. Of like,
oh yeah, name all the ones that you're interested in.
oh okay, all right, let's see. I'm gonna literally start from the beginning. All right.
I'll
Super
shoot you
Mario
down
Bros.
if I
2,
disagree.
Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, Minish
You know what?
Cap, Devil
Sure.
May
No,
Cry.
no, no, no. Minish Cap.
Oh, just because I like Minish Cap, that's literally it.
Like what the like? I love Oracle of Seasons and Ages. They're bad speedrun games. And no, maybe they're not bad. Maybe no one has given them the benefit of the doubt. But it seems like or Cliff Seasons and Ages fall under your 3D Zelda argument, where it's like, well, there's just not really a way to gain speed and keep it and get momentum. You know, you're just kind of going through the adventure, just kind of doing it kind of efficiently. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like
There's
Minish Cap's the same thing.
there's
Except with more
Metroid.
scripted bullshit. Okay, don't
Um,
say anything. Great job, Gabe.
I'm sorry.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors, dude. Zombies Ate My Neighbors is such a frantic, fast game. And then you see them, like, kill off all of their neighbors but one, and then they just do it, and it's like, eh. I want to see. Maybe there's, like, a different category. Let me look at speedrun.com here.
Oh, there's Kirby 64 100%.
Oh, that
Which
game's
is like
fucking...
which is like an hour.
That's
It's
a
an
big
hour
game.
long of just doing the duck slide over and over and over again, and it's like it looks painful to watch.
I thought it was the fire. The level 1 fire attack.
Oh, I just
They do,
remember
like, a
like
fire
when I
cancel.
watched it, it was like you just do dashes a bunch, and it made me think like, wow, this makes my hand cramp. I'm not
Kirby
even
64 has no momentum, dude.
Yeah, it's very like
It's
it's
as stiff a
very
game as it
ooh.
gets. It's really cute and nice and good aesthetically, but yeah.
Let's
Zombies Ate My
see.
Neighbors
Oh, there
has
was
a
a Zelda
100%
randomizer.
category that one person... Okay, there was a Zelda randomizer, but it's fucking... Which is it? NES?
NES.
NES randomizer. Fucking... I want to see Ocarina of Time randomizer, but also the way I play Ocarina of Time randomizer is different from everyone else, because I think everyone else... They either close Forest or they open Door of Time, and I don't do either of those things, because if you close Forest, you will get Kokiri Sword, Deku Shield, Slingshot in the first level, and that's boring because you're playing through Goma's the Deku Tree, the same shit. And if you open Door of Time, that's 2 open, because then you can just jump straight to Adult and do a bunch of random bullshit. I mean, I guess that's fine, but if you the way I do open Forest, close Door of Time, so that you have to spend some time as a kid finding that ocarina, finding the Song of Time. Then you get Adult, and then it opens up. You know, it kind of resembles the structure of a traditional Link to the Past formula game. I like turning off all the shitty mini games in Ocarina of Time that actually suck and are bad, such as Fishing and Ocarina Memory Game and Happy Mask Quest. There was a fucking challenge.
Fishing is a deep and
Ocarina of Time.
complex game in itself, and I would appreciate if you didn't slander it. Okay.
Yeah, great meme, Gabriel.
I
Nice
love
giggle. Yeah,
love fishing.
really-
I love how it's like in
so
almost every
dumb.
game.
Okay, it's charming as like a dumb, stupid thing, but like to
It's
have to do
stupid.
it
No,
every
it's
run
stupid.
is like terrible. So, so there was a fucking Ocarina of Time challenge seed.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Wait, That's in Logic, and it had fucking Mask Quest on. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you really want to go through an entire trade quest, go around the world, trade like 4 masks for like two rolls? Jesus, man.
There's
And another thing, why do people like speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine? What do you like things? Fucking 15-minute intro in the game. Fucking whatever. I don't care about this. Fucking run Sunshine. It's good. Sunshine's great. The moveset is fucking... Mwah.
it's mon. There's Hylix. I'm just surprised it's actually on there.
I love Helix. Yeah, I love that game.
It's like really weird that it's on there. There's
I'm
Glover.
gonna watch the speedrun, but it might not have anything to it. But I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, it's just an RPG.
If it's 20 minutes long, actually, there's gonna be a skip.
There's
Maybe he
Glover.
like bypasses all enemies. Sorry, did you
Glover's
say Blubber?
Glover.
Glover?
Yeah,
Is
the
it a
one where
speedrun game?
you play. It's very very momentum based, so you have to be very precise with your movement. You are a hand trying to fondle some balls, and you're rolling it around, and it's very like weird with its physics. So you know, you can change the ball with like different weight and stuff, and like how the way that it bounces, and like you know, it's cool physics stuff. Anything else? Meme games.
No, listen, Link Between Worlds is 100% category. That's actually interesting because there's a lot.
Oh
of
wait,
things
is
to
it
do.
100%? Oh.
See, Link Between Worlds actually moves fast, so you know. Unlike Link's Awakening remake, Link Between Worlds has
okay.
in 360 degrees, and so there's actually a mechanical interest there in any way whatsoever.
Link Between Worlds has my favorite Link waddle animation where he waddles around the screen and it's really adorable.
Like where he waddles?
Where he just
Are
kind
you
of
talking
goes.
about like the running or the walking or
I
what?
just like the way that he walks. It's like a little
The way that he
model, and I love
walks?
it.
It's good, yeah.
Oh, fucking
Are you
Metal
gonna watch the
Slug.
Sonic
Hell
Are you gonna
yeah.
watch the Sonic 3D Blast speedrun? It's me. Good old
No.
Fire Emblem Fates, you know. What do I want to see out of
Cave
games that are quick?
Story. Mario
Um,
Bros. 3. Banjo Kazooie. 100%.
Banjo Kazooie, okay. Banjo Kazooie 100% like definitely has tricks and skips that I don't know about and that make the game faster. And that's all. I'm not gonna give you a but. Banjo
All
Kazooie
right.
kind of seems like it's for casual players. For casual players, Banjo Kazooie kind of seems like the same exact experience every time you play through it. It seems like there's like kind of one or there's. It feels like there's kind of just one way to do things in that game. So that's why like the first playthrough of Banjo
That's how I
Kazooie
feel when
was
I
like
play it.
amazing, but like the fifth or sixth one is like really depressing.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel when I play it. Oh my
That's my
god,
weird
Minecraft
Banjo.
is on here.
That's my weird Banjo Kazooie. Dude,
Hey,
Minecraft's been
look at
on
that, full
here.
circle.
Fucking Mario Galaxy. I love Mario Galaxy. If it had better movement, Jesus.
Oh hey, here's the Taskbot Celeste. That was when
There's a
I found out
taskbot.
that GDQ was happening, and then I saw my eyes were blowing out of my brain and face, and my mind melted when I was watching that. That was just anxiety to watch. I could not believe that movement. Um, and then I watched the Dark Souls one. I didn't really pay attention too much to like the actual thing, but I liked the guy who was commentating on it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he was pretty funny. He apparently had applied to GDQ two other times before, but wasn't able to attend due to circumstances. But
Oh
he finally
yeah.
was able to do this year. And then there was a meme where because again I wasn't paying attention that much. I guess he might have said a naughty word, and
Oh.
so it was around the time when his game had like frozen or like something was going wrong, and so they're like, "Oh, we'll be right back." And so during the intermission, everyone was like, "Oh, this is the last time we're ever going to see him. Oh, he's banned. Oh God, he's banned. I loved him too. Oh, he's banned."
Dude, did he say the O word?
He might have said hell.
Owen Wilson.
All right, I wanted to watch.
Speedrun the games I like. Speedrun ahead in time. Speedrun.
There's Transistor. I wanted to watch Transistor because I like Transistor, and then there was Skyrim, which is a big meme, Bethesda meme.
Skyrim's funny. Skyrim's fun.
Skyrim is just funny because I can destroy the game. I can destroy you with my plate. You death by plate.
Speedrun Freedom Planet. Speedrun. Fucking Waveland was on GD. Oh, Speedrun Snake Pass. You know, I'm actually gonna go to speedrun.com and look up Snake Pass. Probably got like 0.
I don't know. Snake Pass like has like oh wait is it not even on here?
Snake Pass has 4 runs.
You know what that means?
It
We're
has
gonna make
4.
world records.
Yeah, new game plus any percent. New game plus any percent. 2 runs. 100%. 2 runs. Low percent. 0 runs. All coins. 0 runs. All wisps. 0 runs. Yeah, dude. Snake Pass is ripe for the running, actually. Except he can't run because he's a snake.
So stupid. I shouldn't be laughing.
No, it wasn't the joke that made it funny. It was the pause after.
It's so fucking stupid.
I like that Mario World ROM hacks are getting speedruns in GDQ. I don't like that they're all fucking Kaizo.
I can't wait until ROM hacks get banned. Inevitably. It'll be a
What?
sad day. Nothing.
What?
Nothing. My uncle doesn't work for
No?
Nintendo.
Gabe, no, Gabe, no. I hope the ROM hack of Majora's Mask 3D where Zora's swimming and Deku spinning is fixed. I hope that becomes the canon version of that game. Dude.
Oh my god, is it still getting worked on? I thought it got finished.
I know the Zora swim got fixed. I think they were working on something else. No, the Deku spin I think also got fixed, but something else was being worked on. No, the bosses. They were trying to fix the bosses and revert them back to, actually having fucking depth.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Oh, and then the last one was Chrono Trigger, which I forgot to watch because I fell asleep or something.
Yeah. So Speedrun the games I like. Don't speedrun the games everyone else likes.
GDQ, let me say the F word. Please. The little people need to hear it.
Bring back Owen Wilson and Pikachu. Go out and find their car keys. Remember the fucking hour? It always brings up like the Hotline Miami run, where they're like, "Hey, the game's a little quiet. Can you turn it up?" And then like the bomb goes off and like makes your ears ring. Did you play?
Oh, you know, I have. Okay, I have heard about that. Okay.
Yeah, they did that.
I've heard about a couple of the funny this guy got banned from GDQ because it did.
Did he get banned for that?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Worth it.
I highly doubt that. That might
Worth
just
it.
be me being an idiot. GDQ, there's like sometimes when GDQ is stupid and they'll ban someone for no reason, but
for making them
I get it.
Or for advertisers.
I get it. I understand.
I say meanie, they're gonna take ads off of Soy Dudes. Shit.
It's just, I mean, I get it. You gotta get the money. You gotta get Best Buy. They want to sell Pokemon Swoosh.
Best Buy is totally fine with gratuitous violence and gore, torture, pillaging. Fuck.
Hello, 911. Yes, please.
Say, do you want to? Call 911 to end this podcast.
911. What's your emergency? Yeah. Sir, please calm down. Please, just state your emergency. The man said, I can't say it. Please, just say. Just what did he say? He said, fuck.
And then the police.
All right, episode's over.
And then the police.
No,
wait.
Good day.
What the fuck? I have like 2 things to say. Jesus.
Oh yeah. What do you want? What do you want to say?
Make a joke about your joke. You fuck.
Go on.
So the police, they say, "You're going to jail, dude. You said fuck. You're going to jail." Oh, now I'm going to jail. I said fuck.
And then the entire world goes to
I want to end this episode of Los Soy Dudes by saying, Speedrun.com, Freedom Planet mods, please put my run in. I want my 33rd place on the Freedom Planet leaderboard, please. I want to be up there in the history books next to the Butter Dragon.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll open up Guinness Book of World Records 2020 because they always get the year forward. We're gonna see Freedom Planet on one of the pages, and we're gonna scroll down, and we're gonna find there he is, Steeb, but he's misspelled, and it's only one E.
Steebellini. Steebellino. Got 33rd place on Freedom Planet. 33rd best in the world, my friend. I casually just pick up that game and beat it in 80 minutes. Maybe
Learn to
zip. Maybe if I learn to zip. Maybe if I learn
I
the
completely
routing
forgot.
for
There's a Guinness Book of World Records just for gaming.
Oh.
And it's got speedruns in it. Hell yeah.
Look at that? Didn't Kazi and I don't know if Kazi was there, but didn't like Munchie and Ethan. I think we looked at a gaming book at a bookstore in Boston at Arm Retrieval Con 3. And it had like Minecraft shit on it. It had like memes in it. It was like, and it was a physical book. It was fucking hysterical. Everyone go to your local bookstore, look at the gaming books. Look at how funny they are.
I wanna give a shout out. Go to your local bookstore, buy Stinky Steve today. It's a hit classic. The classic story of a guy who can't control his flatulence and then soon becomes a superhero. Oh yeah, and then in the 4th book, he goes up against the Burpinator. Great. Thanks for reminding me.
No.
No, I'm not joking. In the 4th book, he goes up against the Burpinator.
What is this, Captain Underpants?
It's worse. It's terrible.
All right.
Are we good?
Yeah. I think we've very clearly established that I'm the greatest gamer ever.
Yeah. Please, mods, give him first place because he's giving a shout out to your website.
Give him first place because he made like a kind of okay Freedom Planet review.
No, because he's giving you a shout out. He's giving you exposure. Okay, I feel like you should reward him properly. I mean, this is just insane.
I'm just saying. Okay, we're done.
All right.
We're done.
Good night.
We're
Good
done.
night.
Gamer,
I love you.
Gamer.
Yeah.
Gamer.
Yahoo!
Gamer. Gamer.
Yahoo!
Gamer.
Yeah!
Gamer.